I'm VanPelt. I'm a Vice President and Senior Principal at Gorove Slade, and this year I'm celebrating 25 years with our company. You know, when I started my career, our approach to traffic operations and traffic safety was fundamentally different. It was very much about the traffic, which really equates to the prioritization and of moving cars efficiently. Today we think of DC as a very walkable and multimodal city, but it really wasn't that long ago when the focus even in DC was on vehicular movement. We used to design streets primarily for vehicular operations. While that might make things better for cars, it usually results in more lanes, which means larger intersections and degradation for other users of the network. Now today we generally seek to limit expanding the number of traffic lanes. And in some urban areas, the right-of-way just doesn't allow it, which actually is helpful because it forces a conversation around the priorities for the public realm. Vehicles take up a lot of space, and we can move more people in a more sustainable way in other transportation modes. So now we think about the network more holistically. We look at how to encourage non-auto modes through good planning and design, by prioritizing transit vehicle movements, building cycling infrastructure that is comfortable for more users, providing micromobility options, and designing a pedestrian environment that doesn't feel like an afterthought. Our approach at Gorove Slade has evolved with the changing policies and values around the mobility that we see in the communities that we work in. We have come to learn that infrastructure dominated by the automobile can actually be less safe for all users, and it just doesn't result in places that are of human scale. Most jurisdictions have changed their mobility priorities over the past 25 years, and many have developed the Vision Zero goal, which is the goal to eliminate all traffic deaths. Associated with these priorities, we do multimodal analysis and safety analysis to inform potential improvements. We now start every project asking, what does safety look like from a human perspective and for all users of the transportation network? One of the things that I find most interesting about what we do are the interactions that take place amongst the stakeholders during the entitlement process. Everyone believes they are a transportation expert, because in a way they are. We all commute to work or school or travel from place to place, going about our lives by one mode or another, and we spend a lot of time doing it. At Gorove Slade, we understand that our role is to help inform an important part of the conversation. It's not only about what transportation improvements are needed to accommodate a proposed new project, but it's also to consider a diverse group of stakeholder perspectives that, when considered collectively, aim to result in the best outcome for the community. We measure success differently now. It's not just about vehicular level service, but about balanced multimodal operations and how safe people actually feel using the network. And we also strive to create places where the transportation infrastructure enhances rather than detracts from the user experience. So the conversation around mobility continues to evolve, and frankly, that keeps this work exciting. I'm very interested to see where the future takes us. And as the DC region continues to grow, our commitment to multimodal transportation, the human scale experience, and safety will only deepen. And just remember, everyone sees themselves as a transportation expert. In my book, that makes a lot of sense, because great streets should work for everyone.